Hello everyone, I am BBD, Brian Braun-Duin, and I am a content producer for StarCityGames.com. I do a lot of articles, and I do the Versus video series, which some of you may have watched here on YouTube. For today, they asked me if I wanted to do an unboxing video. And I was like, I know how to box, but I don't know how to unbox. So, long story short, they pulled my leg, I pulled theirs. We boxed in the parking lot, and then I got conned into doing this. So today I'm going to be unboxing a set, and as you can see, it's not from the Vault Exiled, it's not from the Vault Legends, it's not from the Vault Dragons, it's actually from the Vault Annihilation, which is the newest from the Vault, fresh off of from the Vault 20, which was the last one. And this one features a lot of cards that do annihilating, I guess. They annihilate. So let's jump right into that and see what sweet annihilation spells we have here. Alright, so here we go. Beyond Destruction looms Annihilation. And yeah, we can see there's 15 cards here. Let's just start right down the list. Oh no, that's just lame. Let's actually open the box and look at the cards themselves rather than just the pictures on the back, because that is pretty cheesy. So I guess if we flip open the box here, we see there is a Living Death, a Rolling Earthquake, and a Wrath of God. Those are some pretty sweet spells. So let's open this bad boy up and see the rest of them, if I can figure out how to do that. All right, there we go. So let's get that box out of here. Let's open this thing up, and there's something else in here too. There is a little pamphlet thing. Let's open this, and it actually looks like it's a poster. And it is a poster, oh, hey, it is my favorite god, Heliod, god of the sun, and it looks like he is annihilating stuff. I don't know if that's exactly what's going on here, but yeah, there's a lot of things being destroyed and Heliod yelling, so yeah, that's pretty sweet. But yeah, you're not here to see the poster, you're here to see the cards, so let's go ahead and jump in on that, get this stuff out of here. All right, so now, how do I open this thing up? That might be a bit of a, alright, much easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have to get some scissors and stuff out. I just dropped the dice. It's a 20-sided dice, so I think we all know what those look like. Alright, so there are 3 different packs here. I'm going to go with the Living Death pack first, because that's just the coolest card we see. So let's open up this Living Death pack. Living Death is like one of the most awesome cards. It's basically just like the biggest blowout card ever. All your creatures are dead, all their creatures are in play, and all of a sudden you cast this card and it just reverses everything. This is basically a huge cube favorite, and even like the Time Spiral Living End reprint's been like a big modern card too. So this is a really sweet one, especially for cube lovers everywhere, because yeah, this card's like a cube staple. Martial Coup. Man, I could talk forever about this card. I played the crap out of this card when it first came out in Standard. I loved this card. Your opponent has this massive board state, and all of a sudden you're like Martial Coup for 5. Now you have all these tokens, and all their guys are dead. Martial Coup is just an awesome card. And then Armageddon. Honestly, this is probably like the most iconic Magic card in this entire set. Just from, when Magic first started, there was Armageddon, and it was destroying everyone's lands, and no one was having any fun, and that's what Magic's all about. It's just both players with nothing in play, not having fun, and that Armageddon is basically the focal point of that. There's nothing like, throwing a white knight out there and then Armageddoning and riding that little guy to victory. That is Magic at its finest. Burning of Zinyi, I probably pronounced that wrong. It's probably pronounced like barning and not burning. I don't know. I don't know. The Zinyi, I know, is definitely correct. Could never butcher that. But this is a Portal 3 Kingdoms card. So Portal 3 Kingdoms is like super rare set, and there's not a lot of English cards of this. And I know this card was like upwards, like, getting close to like $100 at some point. I have no idea exactly how much, but just super rare card, and now they've reprinted it as a foil. It's got the same art. It still does the same thing. Basically, the same card as Wildfire, which is just an awesome cube card. One of my favorite ones, actually. I love casting a Signet, casting a Thran Dynamo, and then just blowing up everything. So Burning of Xinyi, or Barning of Xinyi, pretty much a sweet one for that. And then Cataclysm. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Cataclysm except that I keep losing this card in Legacy, so I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to get rid of it because that's just... No one has any fun with that card, so let's just go on to the next one. I'm going to go with the old Wrath of God pack here. When I first started playing Magic, when Time Spiral came out, Wrath of God was the premier removal spell. All the control decks were like playing 4 Wrath of Gods. Man, there's got to be like an easier way to open these packs. I am really annihilating this packaging, and that is definitely not good because it's supposed to be the cards doing the annihilation, not the packaging. All right, come on. There we go. All right, so I don't know about this Wrath art here. Love me some Heliod, but honestly, I kind of wish they had just gone with the old school Wrath of God art, which is... I like to call it Wrath of Thong. That's what I call it because the front right picture, the front right of the picture is just a guy laying face down in the battlefield just with his thong. And I remember I used to just cast it, show people the thong, and then throw all their creatures in their graveyard. So that's Wrath of God for you. All right, Child of Alara, man. I don't know. This is kind of a weird one. I like to call it the scary baby because it's just... It's just a big old shiny baby, and it destroys everything. And of all the babies in Magic, this one is definitely the creepiest. So that's saying something. Like Creepy Doll is a Magic card, and this is the creepiest baby. But yeah, it's a pretty big guy. This is like a huge commander card. A lot of people want to play their 5-color decks, so it's a 5-color legend, and it can be a Wrath effect. So a lot of love for Child of Alara there. But let's get the creepy baby out of here. Let's talk about Decree of Annihilation, which I think this card's in here just because it has the word Annihilation on it. Because who wants to play this card? 7 mana to cycle this to Armageddon. That's just so expensive. 10 mana to cast it. I mean, the only thing that this thing is annihilating is your graveyard after your opponent mind rots you. Like, you're just going to get annihilated. Oh, man. Oh, Fire Spout. Actually, Fire Spout is pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. Fire Spout is like... one of the sweetest cards with like the multicolor thing because unlike all the other cards where you can just either use red or green, this one actually gives you like a benefit for red or a benefit for green. And I think this is like one of the best design cards they've made just ever. I actually think Fire Spout's just super awesome. Used to see Legacy play, Modern play. Doesn't see that much play anymore, but it's still just an awesome card all around. And then Fracturing Gust, which... Fracturing Gust is the card that I like to think of as like the biggest blowout potential when your opponent's playing Affinity. I just want my Affinity opponent to like activate all their Inkmoth Nexuses, Blinkmoth Nexuses, just attack me with everything, and then I just get to cast Fracturing Gust, destroy every permanent they have, and gain like 20 life. That's just the biggest blowout ever. So I can definitely see when I think annihilating an artifact opponent, I think of Fracturing Gust because that is actual annihilation. All right, we're down to the last pack, Rolling Earthquake. Maybe I could figure out how to open this pack a little bit better, but don't hold your breath. Rolling Earthquake is another. Oh yeah, look at that. That's mastery. That's called learning. That's called getting skilled. All right, Rolling Earthquake is like another Portal 3 Kingdoms card, like Barning of Xinyi. And Rolling Earthquake is also just like super expensive card because it's like the same card as Earthquake except it destroys flyers. So it's actually just so much better because the exception is it doesn't destroy creatures with horsemanship, but nobody plays horsemanship creatures, so it basically just destroys all creatures or deals X damage to all creatures and players. So Rolling Earthquakes are a really sweet card. Really expensive Portal 3 Kingdoms card, and finally you can get it now in From the Vault Annihilation in a sweet foil form. And it still looks like it has some Portal 3 Kingdoms art to it, which personally I really like the art from that set, so I think that's definitely a benefit. Smokestack. Now Smokestack is my favorite annihilating card because this is the iconic Mull to Zero card. Smokestack is the card where you're like, I want to just reset everything completely, and that is some of the most fun Magic, where you're just like, all right, Smokestack, I'm just going to take this up for 3 turns, and then we're going to restart the game in 4, and we'll go from there. And I always wanted to, in tournaments, just be like, you know, you guys want to just mulligan to 0 cards and start with 0 cards, and Smokestack lets you do that. So Smokestack's a sweet one. Terminus, hey, Terminus. I know a thing or two about Terminus. I've been playing this in Legacy a lot. This card's really awesome with Sensei's Divining Top and Brainstorm in Legacy. And yeah, this card is pretty sweet. I love the fact that it's 6 mana Wrath, but you can just get it for 1 mana. That's like an absurd cost reduction, and like probably one of the biggest blowout miracles possible, just because of how cheap it is when you miracle it compared to actually hardcast it. And then Upheaval, which is the cube card. Like, this is the cube card right here. People don't understand how good this card is in cube a lot of times, but it is a blowout. The best thing you can do with Upheaval is just play a bunch of mana stuff. Then you want to float like 10 mana, cast Upheaval, replay your land for turn, and then replay like a 5-drop or something. And now your opponent has nothing in play, and you have like a Thragtusk or whatever. So Upheaval is just a Windmill Slam cube card for me, and it is definitely one of the biggest annihilating cards, because you can have absolutely nothing but 6 lands, cast Upheaval, and win the game. And then Virtue's Ruin, which this is another Portal card. It's not 3 Kingdoms. It's from, I think, this Portal 2. But it's basically like the white version of Perish, just destroy all white creatures, which honestly I prefer to play white creatures myself, so I'm not a big fan of Virtue's Ruin, so let's get that out of here. But yeah, that's it for From the Vault Annihilation. Hopefully I was able to annihilate the crap out of opening this set, and also annihilate. I didn't actually annihilate any of the cards in the set. They're all in pristine condition, so a bit of a misnomer there, but thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed this unboxing video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment on it. If you want to see more unboxings, you can check up here, over here. There's a couple of boxes. You can unbox these, yeah? And watch some more unboxing videos. But this is BBD, and I'm checking out From the Vault Annihilation, and I would have to say that my favorite card from this set is Smokestack, because it is the most annihilating.